All right, welcome back. I'm speechless because I'm never this right. I've been talking about Bitcoin for quite some time. I'm probably the only show on television that talks to you a little bit or a lot of bit about Bitcoin every single day. Give you updates, give you insights, tell you what I'm doing. The last time I purchased Bitcoin was 8,000. I said it may be 11,000. If it got through 10,300 today, it could be 11,000 by tomorrow. As we speak, it's up $820 on the day at 10,700. It might be 11,000 before the show ends. It'll be like a bonanza for anyone who's been following my trades. But whether you have or haven't, it's a bonanza for you right now as we're joined by the ever-growing anomaly, the one and only Frank Morano, who continues to skyrocket to radio fame, much on the trajectory that he has planned for himself. And maybe ahead of schedule, but he's one of the best in the business, my partner from day one, and joins us from the new offices of 77 WABC Radio. You're at the new studios now, Frank?
I am. We're still working out some of the growing pains, but it's a great location. It's a nice building, and everybody is a little less space than what we had at the other location, but they're still building out the offices and the desks and everything. So
you're cutting off your head. There you go. Stay like that. That looks really good. When you leaned in, you were just in the dark.
Got it. But no, yeah, so far so good.
Buddy, that's great to hear. I'm really happy for you. I can't wait to come up and see the new place. Maybe one of these days you'll invite me back on. To be the third wheel in a 3 John panel. I don't think.
Yeah, well, you're looking to come back tomorrow if you want.
Maybe. I'll talk to you about that after the show. I would love it, but okay. I don't think Le Boutelier is going to want to come back on with me.
How come?
I don't know. We weren't really agreeing last week, and he's kind of a Trump hater. But you can listen to.
Well, I know, but why would you want on two people that would agree with one another?
No, I'm with you. I'm fine with it. I'm good for a good verbal scuffle. But if you don't know, you can hear Frank Morano every single Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. on 77 WABC Radio.
Right, 7 to 9 p.m. on WABC. And, the numbers were down a little bit last night, at least in terms of the online listenership. So hopefully people will spread the word about what we're doing online, and they'll be tuning in every Sunday from 7 to 9.
All right, well, I will try to remember to tweet again or share again during the show to remind people. You can also hear him out in the Hamptons, all you cool hedge fund characters who are at your polo club every single day, Monday to Friday from 10 to noon. You can hear Frankie on WLIR 107.1 out in the Hamptons and Long Island out there. And soon you can hear him 5 days a week from 1 to 5 a.m. on 77. So you're just like, I thought video killed the radio star. It doesn't seem to be happening to you, my friend.
Well, and next week I'm actually filling in for Bernard McGurk and Sid Rosenberg on the morning show, along with Russ Salzberg, so people can tune in and if they're up in the morning from 6 to 10 a.m. But the best thing to people, rather than sit there and write down all the times, they can just follow me on Twitter at Frank Morano. I post when I'm on, or find me on Facebook at facebook.com/MoranoFan. I always post when I'm on, and people can tune in. And whenever we have podcasts available, I try and post the podcasts up there as well.
All right. Well, that's about as gratuitous promotion we can do for Frank. I mean, I can do more, and I will.
No. That's more than sufficient. Thank you, John.
What's cracking in the news, Frank? What are you talking about today on? What were you talking about today on LIR?
Well, obviously, the news that the president's national security advisor, Robert O'Brien, has tested positive for the coronavirus is pretty interesting. He's now the highest-ranking person in the government to come down with the coronavirus. And the news that these 14 Miami Marlins, back when I was growing up, they were the Florida Marlins. Now they're the Miami Marlins. They have the coronavirus as well. And that's caused the Yankee-Philadelphia Phillies game to be postponed because the Phillies were just playing the Marlins. So a lot of uncertainty about what this means for the future of the baseball season, such as it is, because the baseball season, every team has now played at least 3 games, including the Mets. They would have been better off taking the last 3 days off, clearly, but every team's now played at least 3 games. That means under this new 60-game baseball season, all of the baseball season is 5% over already. So we're already seeing kind of a different dynamic with respect to baseball, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I mean, for us, poor slobs who are fans of the New York Mets, it would be nice if our closer Diaz got the coronavirus for a little while, maybe. I don't wish him dead or anything, but maybe,
no, of course not.
Somewhere along the line, if the manager is not aware of how badly this guy blows games, maybe if he comes in contact with someone with COVID, doesn't get it, but he'll still have to quarantine for 2 weeks. That might be a good way to not have him come in and blow games, because we had the game 1 again the other night, and it's like a repeat of last year.
Yeah, the other thing, and I had our friend Jennifer Borcuevas on today talking about this, that a lot of people are wondering how it was going to work out, is the situation involving Kanye West's presidential candidacy. I mean, it seems pretty clear that he's in the midst of some sort of mental breakdown. And the last time Lauren Conlon was on, I spoke with her about this as well. You've never really seen a situation like this where somebody so famous is simultaneously running for president and seeming to have some sort of a mental episode before our very eyes. And I'm curious, one, how this is going to affect his presidential candidacy, and two, assuming he doesn't get elected, what this means for the future of his career as an entertainer. I think it's in many respects, it's a very sad situation to watch, because clearly Kanye seems to me anyway to be in need of some serious help and doesn't seem to be getting it.
Yeah, I mean, I was just talking to Lauren Conlon on this a few minutes ago. We had her on.
I saw. I enjoyed the Clockwork Orange conversation.
Yeah, she was slightly unprepared. I mean, if your whole thing is going to be about this, unique costume, you would think somebody would send in a picture of the costume or something. But
fair enough. Fair enough.
It happens. But no, the other thing, that Lauren seems to be good at is getting these big-time interviews. I don't know how she gets like the Malcolm McDowells of the world.
Yeah, she's a hard worker, that's for sure. She's been a big help to me in pursuing a lot of guests. But she's a hard worker, no question about it. She's a mediocre podcaster, but she works hard at that mediocrity.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you on both fronts. I did talk to our buddy, the prodigious Joe Borelli today. Launched, his book. I guess he announced the launch of his book.
And it's his birthday today, too.
Whoa, I didn't even... Oh, that's right. It was launched on his birthday. I didn't even pick up the birthday part. But I guess it'll be... You could buy it on Amazon. And it's all about Staten Island. Staten Island's role in the revolution. And, Staten Island's role in some major attacks that happened. And... it's a terrific book. I read a first draft of it. If you're a history buff or a Staten Islander, it's certainly worth picking up. And I know Joe's really worked his whole life to be a published author. So to see his dream come true on his birthday, certainly something that, as his friend and as his constituent, I couldn't be happier to see. Fantastic. All right, my brother. Thank you for testing with us, and we even got you on for a little while. Thank you so much. We got to leave it there.
Sounds good, John. I'll see you
Hopefully
later
I'll
in the
see
week.
you tomorrow, okay?
Great. I'd love it.
All right. Quick break. More Liquid Lunch right after this with Jaden Horn.